right.
What's up, Northwest? This is Ronin, MMASSmedia, live here at United Combat Sports. And I'm sitting here with the victor and still the middleweight champion for United Combat Sports, Corey Agnarr the Mighty Wyatt. Thank you for doing this interview with us, brother.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Okay, so you have a tough competitor, Jesse Apodaca. Went into this fight. When you got news of the fight, how did you feel about this fight? And what did you do to prep for a striker like Jesse?
Jesse, he's a talented striker. I've actually been wanting to fight him for several months, and we've been trying to feeling out the schedule and get something to work, and finally this day it worked for us to fight. And granted, he doesn't have that much experience in consideration of my experience, but he has heart and he is a fighter. He's a warrior, and that's the type of person I want to fight. And I think he could have done a little bit better. You can tell a little bit of the nerves got to him, but he still threw it down like a warrior, man, and popped me with a few good punches. I caught a good straight left. I think a straight right somewhere in there that rocked me pretty good there for a second. Made me think my distance just a little bit better, but nothing but a lot of respect and a warrior comradeship to Jesse.
Now, Corey, before this fight, you were ranked as the #1 amateur in the country in the ISCF. But every fight you improve, every fight you always dissect all your fights, and you always come hungry like you're an 0-0 fighter. It's very admirable. I mean, what do you attribute your hunger for the sport and to be a champion? What do you attribute that to?
I attribute that to the mental game. Like I've said a million times to my training partners and people I go train with, train them or they train me. You know, a lot of people get to the physical aspect of martial arts and they forget about the mental and spiritual side. The mental and spiritual side plays such a bigger role in martial arts than actually physically being able to apply a move on somebody. You got to go in with the right mindset and the right spirit. You got to be humble. You got to have good character. You got to have self-discipline, and self-discipline is based off the self-betterment philosophy. And you have to respect yourself to be able to respect others. And before you respect others, you got to respect yourself. So if you get that right, there's nowhere you can't go in this life with any sport, with any academic, with anything you put your mind to. So you got to get your mind and your heart in it.
What's next for Corey Wyatt?
Pros.
Looks like it's the pros.
Pros, baby.
I guess us doing this video right by the exit sign is
building.
Yeah, it's kind
Exit
of
amateurs.
that's kind of got a little bit of symbolism to it because you're exiting the amateur world as you are the champion and the #1 amateur in the country, and basically your fans, your mob of fans, expects nothing less but you to be a #1 pro out there. You expect the same?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, when I first started fighting amateur, my first fight, I said within a year, I want a belt. I got 6 now. When I go pro, the goal is to be the best. You'll never physically, on paper, be the best, but you can be the best with the right mindset and the right heart. You can be the best at anything you do, even if you're not technically the best. You just gotta believe in it. You just gotta do it. And I've been believing in myself, and my wife, Kimberly White's been believing in me. My teammates, one of my best friends here, James Morley, been believing in me, and it's been that support. How many times have I given up on myself, said I can't do this? But my friends and family, they tell me, "Oh, you can. You're getting back in there Monday," and I'm like, "All right."
Getting choked out, choking people out.
So right now, Corey, this is your time to thank whoever you want to thank for being here. Mass Media thanks you. I just want to appreciate the interview, brother. I really appreciate it. You're a solid sound in the Northwest as a martial artist, not just a fighter, because when you think of fighter, you think of bully, you think of animals in a cage, you think of bar fights and stuff like that, but you capture and you bring being a martial artist back in the light, and it's truly respectable and commendable as a man. And I just want to thank you.